welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new to my channel. I am Shelly and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. And this video is going to be a ship with me in a what sold, so you can see what sold for me over the long weekend. And I actually sent out 40% off offers on majority of my closet because I just felt like I had a lot of stuff in my closet. I was at 955 active listings at the beginning of the weekend, and now I'm at 920 active listings. So I'm happy with how much I was able to move this weekend. And so yeah, this is going to be a pretty long video. I will tell you what the item is and how much it sold for, and then I will tell you if I remember where I got it from and things like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I do have a few boxes already made for some shoes that sold, and then I also, majority of my items, I just use the priority mail, like Tyvek envelopes, and I do have some eBay and Mercari sales that I will use like poly mailers for. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. The first item is a pair of jeans from Gap, and these were actually mine. I bought them off Poshmark and I wore them for a little bit, and then I sold them because I was not wearing them anymore. And these sold for $22. And I have a few items that after I had sent out the offers and then they expired, I actually had a few people like do counter offers at like the same price. So I did accept I think all of those that came through. So yeah, here is that first item, and I just I fold it over as like small as I can fold it, and then I also will put the label over the line of where I closed it, just so it has a little bit of extra security in shipping. So the next item is a fleece Patagonia, and this one has some wear and like discoloration on it. I picked it up at the bins and I didn't list it very high. I think I had it listed at like 30 or maybe 35. And so this sold for $18, and that was because I think it was listed at 35, so then 40% off would have been 21, and I think they countered at 18, and I went ahead and accepted just to move the item. And hope maybe this will fit in here. There we go. And also for my labels, I have a Dymo label printer. Okay, there's that one. Next item is a pair of shoes. This next item is a pair of shoes, and these are from Bed Stew, and I've had these for a while. I think I got them when I was still living in Ohio, so at least a year and a half, or almost a year and a half. And so these sold for $25, and this box might be too big. Well, okay, this might be okay. So I'm going to put these in a box, and this is just the medium flat rate size. And I'm just going to put a little bit of tissue paper around them. So for shoes, I normally just do like one piece of tissue paper per shoe, just so they aren't hitting each other in the box. And then I will take some of this like thicker shipping paper and like crumble up a couple, just so the shoes don't move around too much in transit. I'm gonna move this over here so I have it for my next pair of shoes. So yeah, those sold for $25. And I think that might have been someone countering as well. So yeah, there is that. Our next item is an athletic tank top. And this sold for $19. And it is just like a seamless tank top. And this also was an item that someone countered. I'm pretty sure maybe the offer expired, so they sent me like the same offer back. But yeah, so that sold for $19, and I picked that up at a regular Goodwill last time I was in Columbus, Ohio, visiting family, and it was half off, so yes. Okay, next is a pair of Madewell pants. And these are actually mine. I bought them from Madewell. And I ended up getting the petite length, but I did not like how the petite fit on me. But I had already worn them and like washed them. So I just decided to list them and I reordered them in the not petite length. But yeah, so I did lose money technically on these. I sold them for $55 and I think I paid like $60. But I'm happy to get majority of my money back. And yeah. All right, the next item is going to be a bundle. And so this, I have a couple bundles actually of where people put items in bundles and asked if I could do like the 40% off for the bundle. And I did that because the items, you know, I was already doing 40% off for them. So I went ahead and honored that for the bundles. I think I had two maybe. So this first item is Beach Lunch Lounge, some like linen pants. And this I had grabbed at the outlet. So pretty inexpensive for me. And then I have this J. Jill tank top, which was also from the outlet as new tags. And then a pair of Athleta leggings. And these were from a Savers. So, and that whole haul or whole bundle sold for $65. All right, our next item is a sweater, and this is the brand St. James, and this is from the Bins, and it's a wool sweater. And this actually, someone had countered a little bit lower than the offer I sent out, and I went ahead and accepted because I wanted to move it, especially being a sweater. And so this sold for $30, which I was still pretty happy with. I think I had it listed maybe a little bit too high also, so yes. This might need a little bit of a bigger bag. So I'm going to use a poly mailer. These ones are from, it says hashtag smile mail. I don't remember who that is. But I get the ones that are made with recycled materials. So they're just black, but that is okay with me. And I mostly use poly mailers for items for eBay and Mercari, but I will use them occasionally for Poshmark items if I don't have a box, or if I don't want to put it in a box necessarily, if it won't fit in the Tyvek mailer. Okay, this next piece is a Free People bralette, and this sold for $21, and this is from the outlet. And I'm gonna put this in, I think these are just a small, yeah, these are the small flat rate. And so if you're new to Poshmark or have been selling on there and just don't know, you can get all of the USPS items for free. You can pick them up at the post office. They do have some items at the post office, or you can order them to your house for free as well. And so yeah, make sure you use those, because for Poshmark you are still able to use any flat rate items, and you just can't use the Priority Mail Express, but you can use flat rate items. And so when I put this in a box, I just do like a little bit of tissue paper, and I close that up. Our next item is a blazer. It's kind of like a lightweight blazer, and this is from the brand Universal Standard. And this I picked up at a thrift store near Boston. It is new with tags, and I had this listed kind of high, but this was another item someone had sent a counter offer, I think, and they sent a $45 counter offer, and so I went ahead and accepted that. Like I said, I just want to move some stuff. I just feel like my closet is too full right now. So there is that one. The next item, I think I'm also going to use a little flat rate box. And this is a Polo Ralph Lauren kids shirt. And this I actually got for free, I'm pretty sure, from somebody. So I've had this for a while, so I'm happy to sell it. And again, I'm going to wrap this in some paper before I put it in my box. And this sold for $10. I think I probably only had it listed, I don't even know. Was that a counter offer? I don't remember. I don't think I listed it very high. Maybe it was like only listed at 18 or something. But yeah, I've had that for a while, because that was like when people were asking for items to sell from friends and family. So I've had that for a good amount of time. And the next piece, this is actually kind of a recent pickup. These are a pair of Duluth Trading Company shorts, and these sold for $21. I'm probably going to have to grab some more of these Tyvek mailers when I drop off all of this, because this will probably clear out all of my mailers. Okay, our next item, I'm not sure if this will fit in a poly mailer. This is an Athleta sweatshirt, and this sold for $30. And this I picked up at the Goodwill that is connected to the outlet, actually, but like their regular price Goodwill. And I've had this kind of a while. It's an extra small. I don't know. It was just kind of not getting a ton of attention. Let's see if this will fit in a Tyvek. I do try to fit most of my stuff for Poshmark in Tyvek mailers because, for one, it is free, and also I think it's good to have, to try to make your package as small as possible to fit in people's mailboxes and stuff. Our next piece is actually a pair of jeans. These were given to me for free as well. I actually was going to just donate them, but they sold, so that was great. They sold for $12, you know, nothing crazy, but they can get a little bit more life out of them now instead of just being donated. And, you know, who knows if someone would have picked them up or not. And they are the brand Simply Vera, and I'm pretty sure that is sold at, I believe, Kohl's. So there is that piece. Yeah, this is going to be a long video. We still have quite a few items left. All right, another bundle, and I think this will fit. This isn't a super big bundle. So this is just 2 items. The first item is a Madewell eyelet button down. That's from the bins, kind of recently actually. And then this is a really cute pair of Gap short jean overalls. And these are also new tag, and also, or is this new tag? No, that's not new tag. These are also from the bins though, but these are new tag, which is awesome. I was really excited to find these. I think they're super cute. And I think that these are going to be great for the spring and summer. And this bundle sold for $51, so I was pretty happy with that still. These are stuck together. And so yeah, this was another bundle where someone asked if I could do the 40% off for a bundle, and I went ahead and sent that to them, and they accepted. Okay, I'm going to take this one off and put it on here, and then I'm actually going to rip these used labels off and throw them in the garbage, just so it's a little bit easier. All right, our next item is a hoodie, and this is from J. Crew. And this sold for $15. And this is super soft, actually. There was a couple little flaws, so I picked it up at the bins and didn't notice the flaws when I picked it up. So I did have to list it a little bit lower. I think I listed it at $25. All right, we are on to our next piece. This is a dress from Standard James Purse, and this, I believe, was a counter offer again, but I went ahead and accepted it because I've had this for a while, and it is from the bins, and this sold for $20. Get the label on. There we go. Okay. Next, I have this Torrid military-inspired, like, blazer jacket. So this, I'm probably going to put in a poly mailer just because it's a little bit thicker, so I don't know if it will fit super well. Yeah, I'm going to put this in a poly mailer. Okay, I'm going to use this poly mailer. This is a 12 by 15 and a half. And again, this is the same recycled poly mailer. I try not to use any like extra plastic or just like items that people are going to throw anyway when they get their items. So like I do have some thank you cards and stuff I actually got from Posh from when I did a couple of Posh and tips and stuff, but I don't really include them just because, yeah, I feel like people are just going to throw them away anyway. So our next item is this bra from the brand Kari Tra. I picked this brand up a few times now. This particular item is from the outlet, and this sold for 15. I was gonna say 25, but I think it was listed at 25. And again, I'm just going to use a small flat rate box with a little bit of tissue paper. Okay. Okay, so our next item is a pair of Torrid overalls, and these sold for $21. And I picked these up at the outlet again. That's where I do like majority of my sourcing, I would say. And this was kind of recent actually, probably not too many hauls back. I did send out the 40% off on majority of my closet, just like not the super new stuff in the last like week or two. But other than that, majority of my closet I did send it on. So some people got some really great deals. And our next piece is a men's item, and this is a pair of men's J. Crew jeans, and these sold for $21, and these are from the Goodwill bins as well. Okay. There's that one. Okay, next piece is another item that was actually mine. It is from the brand Packed Organic, and this sold for $15, which I probably bought it probably a little bit more than that. So again, I probably lost money on it. But it was an item that I had purchased for myself a while ago and had stopped wearing. So I wanted to sell it and see if someone else would like it. So there's that piece. And then I'm going to tear off some of these extra labels really quick. And we are almost done. Okay, this next piece is from the brand Smart Wool, and this is a men's Smart Wool. It is a half zip, and this sold for $30. This I picked up at the bins. So I actually found a few that day, all in the same bin of men's Smart Wool. There's that one. All right. Now we have some Madewell trousers, and I picked these up in a Goodwill around Boston, and these sold for $30. And I think, was this last time I went around Boston? Maybe the last time or the time before that, I don't remember. But so they sold pretty quick, and $30, I'm happy with that. They were a little bit of a smaller size. They were a 0, but all sizes definitely sell for me, so I picked them all up. Okay, our next piece is a sweater, and this is such a beautiful sweater. It is from Sundance, and this I also picked up at the bins, and this will definitely not fit in a Tyvek, so I'm going to put this in a poly mailer. So I have like 2 bigger ones. This will probably fit. This is again the 12 by 15.5. I think this will fit this sweater just fine. If I didn't already say, this sold for $30. Will this fit? Yes. And I think this was listed at $50. It actually had quite a bit of attention, but I think too, maybe just because it is kind of coming out of super heavy sweater season, maybe that is why it hadn't sold yet, but I'm glad someone grabbed it. And let's get our label on here. Okay, after this we have a couple shoes. So I have some more boxes built for them. So the first pair of shoes is a pair of Everlane loafers, and these are really pretty leather loafers. And these sold for $45, and these I picked up at a consignment store. I think it was at the Buffalo Exchange. When I thrift in Boston, or around Boston, I usually go to. So I want to say they were like 20 something or so. So not a ton of profit, but I do get my items from the bins to then take into the buy sell trade to sell to them, and then I use store credit. So really I'm not spending as much on the items as like what they're marked as. I'm really spending however much I spent for the items that I brought them from the bins. Oh, my tape. And this is the medium flat rate box, which I use for majority of shoes. It fits most shoes pretty well, as long as they're not like a really large size or like a taller boot or something. But most shoes fit really well in there actually. So I have another one that I made, the same box, the medium flat rate. And this is a pair of Halflinger. I'm not for sure how to say these. This was my first time picking this brand up. And these were from the Goodwill outlet again. And these sold for $39. And I think I might have only had one liker on the listing, and they're the ones who bought it. So that was great that they purchased. But I guess they're like wool ones are they're more known for ones, but I saw these ones, they are leather at the bins, and I decided to give them a go. And I'm happy with $39 on them, so I will definitely keep an eye out for them at the bins. I have seen a couple of like the wool ones that they have at the Goodwill outlet, but they are always really, really worn. So this is the only pair I've ever picked up. Okay, we are almost to, so actually this last item is from the last item from my 40% off offers that I sent out, and everything else is just normal items or Poshmark, or not Poshmark, Mercari and eBay. So this piece is a Diane von Furstenberg dress, and it sold for $39, and I actually think I got this at the bins. I'm fairly certain. So great profit and everything. Sorry, the light. The sun is probably behind a cloud. All right. So the next thing is a bundle, and this is a sweatshirt. So this was from my last haul from when I went thrifting outside of Boston. So this is a Vuori sweatshirt, and I picked it up at the Garment District. And then this shirt is a Cloth and Stone t-shirt, or button down, I guess. And I picked that up at the Goodwill bins. Going to try to fold this a little better. I think this should fit. I think my camera battery is getting low. So hopefully we can finish recording this. Last item from Poshmark. This is from the bins again. This is April Cornell, and it is a new tag set of tea towels. And those sold for $15, and yeah, that wasn't a part of my 40% off sale. Yeah, it wasn't. That was just a regular sale. So there are those. And now we're on to Mercari and eBay. I just have three each from both. Okay, so first from Mercari, we have this Coach purse strap, and I'm gonna put this in some of this. This was from something that I ordered, or I'm not sure, but yeah, just reusing a little bit of some packaging, and I'm just gonna kind of put this in a loop. And we're going to do that like that. And then I'm going to grab a poly mailer. This size is a 9x12. So there is that item. So that was a $20 sale from Mercari. I have a lot to take to the post office. Okay, next Mercari is a halter built-in bra tank top from Athleta. This was from the bins, and this sold for $17. And again, I'm going to put it in the same size poly mailer. And actually, both of those last items from Mercari, the buyer asked, because I think on Mercari you can't like send any offer you want. They kind of have like their percentage off that is set that you can send. So both of those buyers asked if they could do that price, and I said yes, and I sent them the offer. And then next we have, this is the last Mercari sale. This is a Yumi Kim piece. And I still have the Marshall's tag on here. I gotta make sure I cut that off. So I picked this up at Marshall's for $12. And I sold it on Mercari for $42. So that was a full price sale on Mercari. It's a really pretty top. And I was surprised that it sold just like full price. So that was great. It's definitely a very spring summer blouse. All right, now we're on to our last sales, which is eBay. So I have 3 eBay sales, and the first one, I'm gonna just grab a couple of my eBay poly mailers. So with this store subscription, or at least some of the store subscriptions, you can get money off of eBay shipping supplies, and I use it to get these poly mailers. So this dress is an Athleta dress. It is new with tags. I picked it up at a Goodwill in Columbus, and it sold for $30 on eBay. And our next eBay is a pair. So these are the brand Jambies, and they retail for a decent amount actually, for just kind of like loungewear. But I found these at the bins. They felt nice, so I looked them up, and they look like they sell pretty decent. So I did pick them up. And so these are, they're unisex, like sweatpants. And these ones sold for $32, I think. Yes, $32 on eBay. Oh, my battery's almost dead. Okay, so that is that item. I'm going to show you my last item just to make sure my battery does not die. Okay, this last item is a pair of Abercrombie and Fitch jeans, and these sold for $40 on eBay. And that is everything that sold for me this weekend. So it was a lot of stuff. Took a while to ship, so this is going to be a long video. And thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you are not already subscribed. I do a lot of content like this, mostly just reseller content and a lot of thrift hauls. So if you are interested in that, please stick around and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!